It's like the most important lessons we learn in life come from the people that hurt us the most. So the reason I stopped having sex was because the last relationship I was in, I walked in on my ex cheating. And when that happened, it made me wonder, how come all these relationships aren't working? What am I doing wrong why these relationships just never work? So I started thinking, right? And it started to dawn on me that God was trying to show me something about myself. He wasn't trying to show me something about her. It was about me. I started to realize that I was focusing on temporary things and not things that were important, the permanent things. And because of that, it made me start to reassess all the decisions and all the information that I learned in life. So I decided to just isolate myself and not get into another relationship. I realized that I was jumping from relationship to relationship and not healing from the previous trauma. So I ended up deciding to just stay single. And during this time, I was able to download all the information I acquired throughout life and unpack it and recompartmentalize it into its appropriate sections, if you will. And when I did that, it made me start to see a lot of things, a lot of flaws in myself and how I contributed to the pain of other people. And I started thinking about all the relationships that I was in and how they never lasted, and how I rushed into being in the relationship instead of trying to actually get to know the person before we fully committed. And I started to look back on history and life and how things work. And I noticed men are complaining about women just wanting money and not wanting to actually find love, but they're just reciprocating the way that men treated them for so long. And I was part of that. I contributed to that. And that's the reason why I decided not to continue to have sex unless I get married, because it never dawned on me how many people I was hurting jumping from bed to bed and thinking about the fact that these women are gonna get married one day and they're gonna be with their husband one day and they're not gonna be able to enjoy an intimate moment because they may be thinking about all the people that they were with prior to them and feeling like it steals their joy. And I don't want to contribute to anybody else's pain. So that was a personal decision for me to decide that I don't want to engage in that, because I realized the damage it causes. Also, a lot of people rush into relationships and they rush into having sex before they even get to know a person, and then all of a sudden they are in a relationship that they don't want to be in and they feel obligated. And this happens because you didn't give yourself a chance to actually learn who this person is. It seems like after 90 days people start to realize to be with them or not. So there's a lot of different aspects to it. Another thing is, I saw something on social media where this guy was recording these 4 escorts on the side of the road, and he asked them how much for their services, and one said $40 for something, and he said to her, "How did you calculate that price on your soul? Did you know that you're worth something? Did you know that you're important? Did you know that Jesus loves you?" And she just broke down and started crying. And they did a follow-up 4 or 5 months later. She was out of the streets, she was done off drugs, and she had got a job. And it made me realize it only takes one person to not be part of the problem. Just one person to stand up for righteousness and say, you know what, Jesus loves you and I'm not gonna contribute to your pain. And that to me made me realize that it's a narrow path. It's so easy to be a part of the problem because in the moment it feels good. See, the thing about this life is that the issues that we face don't really appear to be issues right away. It seems like what's good for us is usually bad and what's bad for us is usually good. That's what it almost appears like. But with this knowledge and understanding the damage that these decisions that we make cause, it makes you realize that you are responsible for the engagements that you take place in. And that was really my reason. That was the reason why I decided to stop having sex, was because number one, I'm hurting someone's daughter. Number two, every single person up until this point was temporary. And number three is that men have problems and men don't like talking about their problems. So what they do is they try to find a woman to essentially alleviate the stress that they've incurred from the problems. But that often comes with lust, not love. And when that happens, it becomes draining spiritually, emotionally, and financially. And what a lot of people miss is that women also have problems and women deal with their problems differently, because the world that we live in, the society that we were brought up in, is that a man is supposed to take care of a woman, and I 100% agree. Now the problem is that because of the fact that we are in a society where sex has been perverted, it's hard to really read what's going on. And I want to mention another thing too. Did you know that it was illegal to have sex in the early 1900s? That's how the whole Zales diamond ring came about. Men would be with women and get in the engagement period, have sex with them, and then say, I don't want to be married to you anymore. So then they started ordering them to pay $5,000 for every woman that they did that with, because back then, if a woman lost her maiden, she wasn't worth anything anymore at that point in society. That's how serious it was. So after a while, it's 5,000 is like 50,000 back then probably, and it started to look like prostitution because these rich guys were just getting engaged just to have sex and then just giving them 5,000. So they came up with the diamond ring, Zelles. Diamond is a woman's best friend, and that is simply because sex was getting perverted. It's been perverted, and the value of it has been completely taken away. And when you sleep with someone right away, there's nothing left to look forward to. Why you see so many divorces and so many breakups and relationships ending, and they're saying that the relationship market in the dating field right now is no good, it's because everybody's having sex. You're not even getting a chance to know the person that you're sleeping with. As you get older, you realize you really don't want random strangers to see you on that intimate of a level, you know? And the level of value that I've acquired for myself prevents me from just sleeping with a girl that I met a couple months ago. It's just not gonna happen. And that's only because of self-realizations. It's like the most important lessons we learn in life come from the people that hurt us the most. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I think that might help some people understand why they feel the way they feel and why the society is how it is now, and hopefully it will help with decisions made moving forward to protect your own energy and your own peace, and also set terms for what you want out of a relationship so that there's no guessing, because that's a huge problem too. At this point now, I know that there's only one thing I require, and it's to contribute to my peace. My peace is predictable being alone. Isolation has made me realize that I don't need anyone. So unless the person that I choose to be with is going to contribute to my peace, then I'm going to stay alone. I'd rather be by myself than wonder if I'm with the wrong person. Like and subscribe, share this if you think it could help someone. Appreciate everybody viewing. Easy.